Finding God. The Chapel. Blocks of shale, hewn by love, make up the walls of the small chapel, which close clings to the narrow lane that runs through the half-awake hamlet, where leather-booted quarry-workers once dwelt. A squeaky harmonium with yellowed keys, sun notes no longer there, souls lost to another world, reeds fed by pedal-driven air. The harmonium stands before the raised pulpit where I was to preach, and where others before me may have filled with fear a congregation for whom sin was to be punished with fire and brimstone. Once filled wooden pews, now empty, bare as the windows in a house where stained glass was frowned upon. Tonight there were only two of us. Ivy, with her silver hair, her straw hat and pretty white frock, showing off her Sunday best. Thrice my age she still cared. It would have been easy to have gone home to cancel the service, but Ivy believed we should observe the occasion. She reminded me we were the 2 or 3 gathered together. So we figured out 5 hymns that we both knew and tried to sing them without music from the harmonium, and we each read a lesson, one from the old and one from the new. We knelt together side by side for our prayers. Instead of a sermon, we talked about why we had come here on a warm summer's eve, on an eve when most folks were probably watching a television. There was a football match that night, or they were drinking pints at the local hostelry. Whilst we talked, God within helped us to share his love across the years. Afterwards, we went to her cottage, huddled against the old quarry wall, and in her cast-iron oven she baked me some scones, served on a plate of her best chipped china. I watched the butter melt, drank endless cups of tea. She told me of her life in this small, isolated hamlet on the borders of Wales. You were not there, but I know you do understand that in this small stone chapel it was easy to find God's love.